A close second as that one gets belted down the ground. Just one. It's not good enough at this stage for India. They need more than that. This bowling is really high class.
This is the over. This is where they need to target Mitchell Marsh. He's running in, bowling predominantly the balls across the seam. And if he doesn't get the length right, they'll be going in towards Stephen Smith at long on. This has to be the over.
That'll do. There's the boundary, the much-needed boundary. India, can they launch something?
Well, there's the risky run when you throw it out wide. Nothing your captain can do about that. There's no protecting that part of the ground.
It's well bowled. Absolutely well bowled. And Mitchell Marsh will be looking at the replay going, what did I do wrong? And he needs to walk back and just go, I executed my plans perfectly. Wasn't to be.
And it's Pandey 92. 301 the total. Sort of getting to that limit of India throughout the series. The 309, 308. They need something extraordinary from here. Just the one.
Slower bouncer, nice piece of bowling there too. Time for MS Dhoni to get his oar in the water. 34 balls for 18. If they're going to win this game, that man on screen's got to deliver. He's done it so many times, got to do it now.
The only thing I'll say with Mitchell Marsh with his field here is when he's bowling, you need the third man finer. If he's going to bowl the wide line,
back for two. He's made it. Good running.
Have to listen to the noise of that crowd. It's just sensational. What entertainment.
It's high pressure now. The fielding has got to hold up. That's a good sneak for the second with Dave Warner. Almost a direct hit. Needed to be direct hit. Warner would back himself. So 50-50 at this stage. I'd say slightly Australia advantage. Dhoni can do anything though. If he really gets going, he can do anything.
This is what he brings to the table, and he often takes a while to bring it to the table. He often noodles around and you wonder what he's doing, and then suddenly he just explodes.
this is the over they've targeted. Geez, hit that hard. Mitchell Marsh had absolutely no chance there to get a glove on it.
Well, he just plays different shots. It's down the ground, but just the way he got through the ball. 36 deliveries to hit that first boundary. He's capable of an onslaught. If he starts lifting to the onside, that's the short side. There may be a 6 there. That's what he was trying. So 13 from the over, 3 for 309. 22 from 12 deliveries, unless there's a no ball or a wide, of course. I'll ask the co-commentators, where's it going, JB? What's your sense?
This is the over here. Australia can get Faulkner executing again and can have this over go for 6 or 7, they win the game. If they can tag the off-speed stuff of this bloke, they win it.
Very hard to hit these slow balls. It's difficult. Brett, what are you sensing?
I reckon they'll try and get about 8 to 10 off this over if they can. Try and do the predominant, I guess, run chase off the last over. Try and target Mitchell Marsh again, I think.
So 1 off the first ball. It works very much for Australia. 11.45 is what they need in each of these overs. It's gone to the man, 1 bounce. So it's only a single.
Difference between this and the game in Canberra is the wickets have just dried up. Partnership now 80 from 81 balls, so Australia haven't been able to take those wickets late in the innings that they did in the nation's capital.
You look at the scoreboard though, 3 for 311. India should not lose from here. 3 wickets down. You'd expect that if they were 7 or 8, then you'd ask a few questions, but what can Dhoni do?
Well, the onside's that long boundary, patrolled by 3 men. He's going for something different. Doesn't run off the bat as he would like. He'll come back for 2. 18 from 9.
Big set of 3 balls, these. If it's going to be Mitch Marsh to finish, and it looks like it is, Jimmy Faulkner's got to give him something to bowl to, something to protect, something 10 plus at least.
There he goes, the skipper. He's back down at long on, charging back. That's really good bowling, targeting that leg stump. And once again, unable to be put away. They need to find a boundary. These last 2 balls, ideally, need to go for 1 boundary and a 2, something like that.
Just going back to Mitchell Marsh there for a second, Slats, that's what you want as a bowler. You want to be the person that the captain throws the ball to, say, give me the ball, I want to bowl this last over. Now, it's not always going to come off. Sometimes you bowl the perfect over and you get crunched and then you lose the game, but you as a player, you must want to bowl the last over.
Pandey, what can he do? Well, he can get that over cover. It's going to land safely. It'll be 2. It almost slid past Lyon, who was sliding into that ball and then passed the ball and then was able to get a hand on it. Bit nervy after that drop catch.
A bit jumpy out there, but I tell you what, this is still a very good piece of bowling from Faulkner. If he can close this over out, this ball goes for no more than 1 or 2, then Australia are still in the box seat.
Well, it's almost the game, this ball, isn't it, in a way, if he can sort of keep it to a 1, maximum 2. Here we go, and this will finish Faulkner for the day. Really good bowling again. They're going to come back for 2. Pandey's on 98, and they need 13 to win of the final over. Can India do something really special?
Well, Mitchell Marsh has got runs to play with, 13 last over. If he's good enough, he can do it. I'll tell you what, this will make him grow in stature. This will really entice him, run in and bowl. Years to come, you'll think back this moment, if he can win and take Australia to a 5-0 victory.
The issue he's got is he's got 2 right-handers on strike and he's got the short boundary to both of their hitting spots. So he's got way to the Bill O'Reilly stand. Is by far the shortest part of this ground, to the right of your screen there. They're both right-handers, so that's where they're naturally going to try and go.
If he's going to bowl the wide line Yorker, he's got to have his 3rd man from there and take him to about there. Because what's going to happen is normally if he bowls a wide line Yorker, gets squirted around that area there. So I'd think maybe there or even a little bit further across there. It's a good option. To me, that's too wide.
That's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? And then you get a little bit more bat on it, but we've already seen that one run really fine for 4. And I don't know the tactic's going to change. I think he's really preferred to go a bit wider than off stump for Mitchell Marsh.
And even if it's a set play, if he's committed to bowl a wide line Yorker, get your mid off around almost like a deep cover, get your deep point around more of a wide 3rd man, and then get your 3rd man in a really fine 3rd man spot. That's your only options, because there's a lot of room through that cover region.
What about MS Dhoni? How many times in his unbelievable career has he been in this position? And how many times when he's been in this position has he delivered for India?
He's taken his time as well, hasn't he? It's almost like he's taking the deep breaths before the launch. One of these first 2 have to be big. They have to be big shots. He's got the short boundary, right of screen. There it is, wide. Oh! I wasn't sure he was going to call it in the end. It looked like it was just inside the marker. It's a tight one. What do you think?
No, that's fine. That's not a wide. I'm sorry. That's harsh. Nah, no wide.
It's a guide, that line. It tends to, you wait for it to maybe get outside the line before you see the arms come out.
Wide.
Leg side. No question. This should be out. It's 6. It's 6. Dhoni has just got enough on it. And now India needs 6 of 5 balls remaining. Here he goes. This is what Dhoni loves.
He's a special talent, MS Dhoni. He's a freakish talent. Low full toss, somehow manages to get almost a horizontal bat to it and pump it over mid-off for 6.
He's almost sliced this as well. Hasn't quite got it. His bat speed is unbelievable. What a player.
Well, he's done this so many times. The game with India now. 6 from 5. Mitchell Marsh. Now, has he got enough on this one? He hasn't. Warner takes it in the deep. Australia back in it. So Dhoni could have won it right there, but he couldn't get enough bat on it.
Oh, now the plot thickens. The plot thickens. I think they would have crossed, so Pandey's on strike, which is very important. But the big hitter is gone, and he just got nothing on it. In comes Dave Warner. Very, very good set of hands. Big pressure on that man. He takes it brilliantly. But I tell you right now, this is an unbelievable game of cricket.
Mitchell Marsh, you mention how his heart's going. He's still new to this international scene. He scores 100 today. That's a massive tick in his career. He's now bowling at the death. He's trying to win the game for his country. How's he feeling?
Tell you what, his heart rate's about 180 at the moment. Stuck to his nerve. It wasn't quite the perfect ball. He threw it wide. That was his only, I guess, benefit. So when Dhoni did hit it, he sliced it.
Gee, that first ball wide's going to come back to haunt Australia, I reckon. It was a very, very harsh call. If that doesn't get called, 3 balls gone, it's a much tighter game.
But what it does do, Jim, it puts you off as a bowler too, because you bowl the perfect ball and then all of a sudden you're angry and then you have to go back and try and bowl that ball again. You somehow got to put that out of the back of your mind.
Well, every game's been close, hasn't it? It's always been in the balance at some point. And here we go, down to the wire, the final one of the VB series, and India. They want this victory. And then they can take that into the T20. 6 from 4. So the 3 balls so far. The first one, harsh wide. But I suppose you're flirting with danger there. 6. And you think Dhoni's going to close it out for his country. And then gets caught in the deep.
Pandey on strike on 98.
And that'll run for 4. Pandey, you little rooper. Not only a boundary, they need 2 more, but it's his 100. His first ever at this level in 4 games.
Brilliant. 80 balls for the 100. The young man, the pressure cooker of an ODI at the SCG with his team needing a mountain in the back overs, and he's made himself 100. Brilliant.
Well, Brett Lee, you were talking about third man being finer. He didn't come round enough, and that was so well played. He was guiding it down there. It's been a quick-fire 100. Again, another player maturing.
Well bowled. That's the thing. It was a great shot. Not the right field set. If he's bowling wide line Yorks, he needs his third man finer.
So Steve Smith now has brought everyone in. Everyone's up. Every Australian in the circle. 1 for the tie, 2 for the victory. They'll be scratching their heads, India, that they haven't won 1, 2, won the series even, the way they've played. Look at the field. Here we go, Mitchell Marsh. That'll do it for India, finally. Something to smile about, something to pump the air about. And Pandey has done it for his country. He's guided them home. Strong assistance from Sharma, Darwin and Dhoni, but it has been a magnificent one-day international series, and finally India get a victory.
Have a look at these cats. They are going absolutely spare. The Bill O'Reilly stand is full of people who are ecstatic.
Great to see India play for so much, given that it's been a disappointing series for them. But overall, Australia have played beautifully throughout. But it's good stuff from India. Really good stuff right to the end.
Absolutely. Well played, India. Tell you what, fantastic game of cricket. Good wicket, big crowd.